Welcome back to another first grade best practice video. I am Nicole Ward. In this video, we will share what one could see and hear when they visit mathematics classrooms. These engaged activities below come from STEMscopes. The first one is a foundation builder, where students get the opportunity to sort shells by color. The next activity has the students using their prior knowledge from kindergarten to use manipulatives to create and display objects. They will then be able to use this information to make comparisons. These activities will engage them in the work they are about to start in this first grade unit on data analysis. This first grade unit of study will encompass the following key learning goals: collecting, representing, and organizing several categories of data using tally marks and pictographs, representing data in vertical or horizontal pictographs with intervals of 1, interpreting data represented with tally marks or pictographs by calculating the total number of data points and comparing the total of different categories. These goals can also be found on the STEMscopes parent letter. What should we see happening in the classroom to help students achieve these goals? Here we see snippets from some of the STEMscopes Explorer. Notice in the examples, students are modeling with shapes and creating tally marks to represent the shapes they sort. They also cut and paste cones to create a pictograph, pictorial models, and number sentences to show their thinking. This is all part of the concrete, representational, and abstract approach, otherwise known as a CRA approach. With CRA, we want to show the connection between these models. Teachers will select different student strategies to use to discuss this comparison. In the right-hand corner is a mini copy of the Mathematical Thinking and Reasoning Standards poster. This is highlighting how students can demonstrate their understanding of mathematics. These explorations by students in the classroom could demonstrate MTRs 1, 2, 5, and 7. The types of questions we ask students will determine the type of conversation we will hear in our classroom. The following are some examples of math chat questions you can find in STEMscopes. Notice that most of these questions are open-ended and will help to elicit thinking and explanation from a student. The conversations elicited from these questions can demonstrate MTRs 1, 4, and 6. As our students engage in exploration and discuss their learning, we should hear mathematical vocabulary being used not only from the student, but the teacher as well. Here is a list of possible vocabulary words that we could hear while students are working in the data analysis unit. We want to hear students describing the categories they use to sort objects, saying they need data to create a pictograph, as well as using tallies to record the information they are collecting. This vocabulary list can be found on the STEMscopes parent letter. Throughout the unit of study, we should see multiple opportunities for students to demonstrate their knowledge and understanding. This could include students cutting out objects to sort and creating a pictograph, as well as using tally marks to record information collected. They could do this in their student journals and exit tickets during the Explore part, as well as the Show What You Know as a follow-up. Students could also use Fluency Builder games to process and elaborate on their thinking and content knowledge, such as the Data Analysis Match. These activities also provide the teacher with formal assessments to gauge their learning throughout the unit. These activities can all demonstrate MTRs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. And all of these activities are located in STEMscopes under the Explore, Explain, and Elaborate tab. As we visit classrooms, we may want to ask students questions to better gauge their understanding of the current content. Here we see a couple of different questions we could ask to get a better understanding of their knowledge with data analysis, such as asking them what ways they can organize and represent data, or how a pictograph can help answer questions. Remember, you can access additional questions to ask students on our mathsmarts.com website. Students' explanations could demonstrate MTRs 4, 5, and 6. Students can continue their learning at home and would likely want to bring home an engaging activity. This activity is taken directly from the bottom of the STEMscopes parent letter. Students would gather several of the favorite toys or objects at home. They would sort them according to the categories of their choice. Using the data, they would create a pictograph to organize the information. Then a family member or friend would ask them questions regarding the objects they just sorted. Even though this isn't in the classroom, it is a great demonstration of students using their learning from the data analysis unit and is hitting MTRs 3 and 7. Giving the students time to explore sorting, organizing, and creating pictographs, you will give them the opportunity to create connections and increase their understanding of the data analysis concept. Hopefully, with the help of these best practices, you and your students feel like this at the end of the unit. We will see you soon for the next best practice video.